experts.
There it is. All right. Yay. Good job, Justin.
That's right.
But there's nobody on right now.
That's all right. We should have like a sound effect. All right, we're ready to go.
I don't know what to say, Terry. You know, it's just one thing after the other.
YouTube channel on a budget. Let's get down. Make it happen anyway.
So, hey, since you two guys are Spanish, can you tell me the pronunciation? Like, write it down. Like, is Jamu Munar or Munara? Can someone tell me? Like, write it down. You know how you when you learn dinosaurs,
I'm gonna guess this one. I'm gonna guess Wame or Wami Munara. That's how I'm gonna guess it. Wame Munara.
What's up, Hitchhiker?
I'm gonna guess that.
What's the first name? Hey, I'll put it over here. Let's see. You can use mic for live streaming. No, it's Hama.
We have one.
I feel like it's Munar, like we're rolling the R. Munar.
We have one.
We had one, yes.
I still have it here.
Mm-hmm.
Someone told us that like a year ago, so I bought.
But then
this
everyone
one.
said it doesn't make a difference.
Then everyone said it made no difference.
Yeah, what's
you
up,
should probably
Mitch?
tell that dude to give you your money back.
You might, maybe because they can't hear us because of the wind, so maybe you want to close the door.
We'll be alright.
We'll be fine. Okay.
Yeah.
Alexandria Munar would be the top of the moon. Munar. Okay, that's what I thought. Munar.
Yeah.
Jerome USA flashing the KK sign after winning. Disrespectful.
Who?
What?
Who said? Who did what?
Upside down. I don't even know what a KK sign is.
What is the? Who said
B-Dog said Jerome USA flashing the KK sign after winning. Disrespectful.
Really?
What is a KK sign? There's a KK sign?
I didn't know they had a sign, but that's,
Upside down? He said like this, but upside down. I've never heard of that.
what is Jerome's ancestry? I mean, his name would indicate he's probably not something that would stand behind that, right?
Yeah, I didn't even know they had that.
That sounds like some fake news, B-Dog.
No, B-Dog wouldn't say it's fake news. I have to look it up. Okay, so there's the sign. That's the sign.
Okay, let me see. That's a hideous looking dude, man.
There's the sign.
Okay, so where's Marcus Jerome?
Can you send me the link of that? Anybody can find it, please?
But what's
Make a triple K. I never knew that. See how stupid and naive I am when it comes to that shit?
I don't know. It's so stupid.
Wow. Munar has a symbolic emphasis on the U. Okay. Munar. Okay.
Interesting.
Wow, that is disrespectful. If he did that, I agree with you. That's disrespectful.
But it seems almost idiotic because the name Jerome is not John Smith. It's
Oh my god.
Sounds like a kid with a lost soul. Anyway, all right, we're moving forward to matches.
Yes, hold on. Let me see. Who did he just beat somebody? Let's see. Who did he beat? Where is he?
Who did he even play?
Yeah, now I gotta look at his name. I don't see it.
Oh, I see it.
Where is it?
He played Quentin Hallis. Okay. Yeah.
Where's this bozo from? Let's see. Marcos Jerome.
His name is Marcos Jerome.
Let's see. Here he is. Went to the NCAA. Went to UCLA. So he's an educated guy. I'm sorry, guys, but I have to look at this. From California. You would think that he would not be, you know.
Anyway.
All right. Well, his coach was Robbie Ginepri. Really? I like Robbie Ginepri.
Bobby Ginepri? Robbie Ginepri?
Yeah.
He wore his little hat.
It was done at some military academies last year. Tennis showed it twice. Yeah, I know. I believe some kids have gotten kicked out of the military academy for that.
Yeah.
That's stupid.
Just a stupid thing that unfortunately is going to haunt him.
Mm-hmm.
There's an old saying, never passing up an opportunity to keep your mouth shut. And a gesture is like a whole bunch of more words. If I go to someone and I preach to them for like an hour and tell them that I don't like them because you did all this and you did all that and that we can't be friends and no, it's not you, it's just me. I can sum it all up by just shooting them the bird, right? Mm-hmm. So, a gesture is a whole lot of words. So yeah, I hope that will hurt.
Yes. All right. Anyways, we were talking about Sissipas and they're playing right now. Munar. They're playing right now. So I think they're at the 5th set, right?
I can tell you. Yeah, they're in the 5th.
Okay. Starting the 5th set. Well, both, we know that Rublev, we watched him play Sam Querrey. He went to a 5th set. Sam Querrey was serving what? 5-2.
No, no. Sam Querrey was serving for the match at 5-4 in the third.
5-4.
So Querrey won the first set 7-6, the second set 7-6, and was serving for it at 5-4 in the third. Coughed up the break. You know what happens when you give a young man a break? You know, I think that Querrey was playing all right, and when you're a big server like Querrey, in which on a surface that you can't play off the ground. Once someone finally gets a look at the serve, gets a read on the serve, and starts returning better, on top of you finally give up that one break when you were just serving out the match, oh no.
Yeah, Querrey choked big time.
I don't think it was a choke.
He choked. I mean, you got the. It's like when Federer had Djokovic. He was serving. You're a dude. Put a good serve.
I don't think it was a choke. I think he blinked. You know, we sometimes we blink in life, and when we blink, you know, we get roughed up. But Querrey blinked at the wrong time. It gave Rublev some confidence, and Rublev went ahead and closed the door. Now, does Querrey wish he had that service game back? Absolutely. But I think if you look at it, I think objectively, you know, that Querrey blinked at the wrong time, and it motivated Rublev, and that made Rublev kind of initiate the gas pedal at that point. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? So
Rublev's grunt is so annoying, by the way. I wanted to slap his skinny ass. I was like, what the hell with this dude? I like watching him play, but and then he's like bowing down. Like, I'm like, these guys, they exaggerate these grunts. It's like, I understand you're hitting the ball hard and you gotta grunt sometimes, but the grunt is so annoying. It distracts the player from hitting the ball back.
Yeah, I'm totally.
It really does distract you. Here's Querrey hitting just as hard. Here's this skinny bean hitting. Can't be as hard as Querrey, and he's making more noise than a cow about to get butchered.
I agree.
I mean, it's crazy.
I'm anti-grunt.
It's
totally
crazy.
anti-grunt.
Like, I'm serious. If I was Querrey, I would have grabbed that ball and be like, shut the F up, man. For real. I'm serious.
Yeah.
If I was playing a match, and it's that intense, and you're in the fifth set, and this freaking dude is grunting that loud every time he hits the ball, and he's still grunting as the ball's coming across the net and you're about to hit it, I'd beat his ass with the ball.
Shove it down your throat?
Oh my
Would
God.
you shove a ball down someone's throat?
Hell yeah. I would tell though. I'm going to shove this
Let's go,
ball down his
Sabrina.
throat.
Let's get this one done.
Thank you, Carteri, for agreeing with me. Yvonne says he is louder than Azarenka. He is. It's
he really?
Annoying. It's horrible. I was sitting there watching it and I'm like, how does Querrey keep his composure?
Okay, but this is a big time statement. Who said he was louder than Azarenka?
Yvonne.
Okay, Yvonne, here's a question. I'm totally anti-grunting. I think it's freaking the most hideous form of human nature. Well, not really. In tennis, it's the most hideous thing. But let's talk about the best screechers of all time for a minute. Schiavone, Sharapova, Azarenka is really far up there on the...
Risk. Lena said Risk is terrible.
Okay.
I don't like watching their matches.
Are you ready to say, now in my opinion, Azarenka, she sounds like a damn pig. I'm sorry. It sounds like a pig oinking and some farmer's going after her ass with an electric cattle prod. Like trying to get the damn pig down the chute, you know, and the farmer's going after it. You ever been to a cattle auction or a pig auction? I went to one as a kid. Actually worked in one with my dad in Hemet, California. And the auction was in San Jacinto. Anyway, I won't get into that, but we would chase the damn pig. It's not that we were hurting them. I mean, it does hurt them, but it was our job. And then we didn't really stick with that job too long. But the damn pig, squeaking down the aisle. You know, so all I'm saying is Azarenka is way the hell up there on that damn all-time screech list. Do you really think Rublev is ready to compete with her ass straight up?
Yes.
So wait a minute. If we get the...
Yes, and then when he's done, he's like, vamos! It's like this little linguine, little bean, little string thing has so much like bite.
Okay.
It's like you wonder, like, how does he get all that to come out?
If we had a decibel meter here right now, and we put Rublev here, crank this ball and wail on it, he would, and then,
I think he didn't.
Do you think he out decibels?
Yes, didn't he go to the Nadal camp, which is Nadal grunts too? When he hits, it's like, it's like every ball they hit, you have to grunt.
Yeah.
I mean, Munar is grunting right now too.
Yeah.
I mean, it's like all the Spaniards. I'm gonna go back to something because I don't want to ignore it. Mitrovic Slobodan says, I think I think, isn't it worth it to mention and give it attention to this kind of thing? Ignore and that's it. No, you're right. I mean, we shouldn't ignore stuff like that. I think
What,
it's
you
a
talking about a
shame.
hand gesture?
Yeah, I think anything that you do, you know, there are consequences to things that you do.
Look, I know nothing of the subject in a sense of what happened. I didn't see it. Number two, I have an acronym for stuff like this. It's called WOOGAS. WGAS. It's pronounced WOOGAS, like WOOGAS, like WOOGAS.
Maybe the KKK.
It means who gives a shit.
Maybe the KKK needs a sign because the
But-
KKK is almost done.
But here's what I'm saying. It just doesn't. The guy's name. I have not seen this. This is not something he started
gonna
here.
investigate it,
I don't give a shit about it. I'm just saying it seems very odd or very stupid or very naive or sometimes I tell everybody on this channel that watches me rant that the problem with American tennis now is because it's all a bunch of goofball college boys. Do I not say that all the time? Now, you just said that, Jerome went to UCLA. Okay, well, here's another, great American hope. Let's go, freaking Jerome. Let's win this for whatever. It's not going to happen, and we know that. Now, I still don't understand why a person with dark hair, dark eyes that went to UCLA all of a sudden is now, it wouldn't make any logical sense for me because his name is Marcus Jerome. How is that? Again, I think that what we're discussing here is irrelevant. I don't find it to be truthful because it wouldn't make any logical sense. Mm-hmm. My name's Marcus Jerome, but
Yeah, you're right.
I mean, it's like.
I mean, it's stupid if you.
It doesn't make any sense.
Yeah, agreed.
So I think it's fake news. I mean, I'm not saying there wasn't some sign thrown up.
Well, I guess.
But probably the dumb college kid that probably just got his daddy to pay his college tuition and played some tennis while he's there, but ultimately did no studying and did no bettering himself in terms of. Becoming,
you guys know Cressy? No.
Anyway.
No, I don't know.
Wasting time.
Who is Cressy? Who is Cressy? I don't know who's Cressy. All right, going back, we were watching again. Rublev play, won that in 5 sets, got through it. We talked about this, how he won Hamburg,
yeah,
and why Tsitsipas and Rublev were playing the day before the French Open started. And here is Tsitsipas he's on his 5th set as well.
Well, you can look at this multiple different ways. Number one, you signed up for the tournaments. Both of these guys are top 20 in the world. You signed up for the tournaments. You're the one that put your name in the bag. You could have been like everyone else and said, I'm hurt today, or I woke up with a little knee nagging pain and taking the time off. But you chose to play it. You made a final. Suck it up because the other guys had to do it too. A lot of these players that are playing the French Open wish they had an opportunity to even play Rome. So shut up about that.
What's up, Tennis Paris? What are you telling me to shut
No,
up?
I'm just saying not you, but the people outside that are talking about, Rublev and Tsitsipas.
But it's true. They gotta be a little bit tired.
I mean, that wasn't for you understood.
No, but they gotta feel a little fatigued about it.
Well, I understand that.
Yeah, it wasn't. I mean, it's not good. Usually, you get a couple days break, and let's be real. His first round is tough. The Munar, he's not an easy opponent. That's a good match.
Do you think that Tsitsipas was planning to be in a 5th set right now with Munar, though? Probably not. So what does that tell you? It tells you that Tsitsipas still needs to grow up a bit. I think in the first 2 sets we watched him, he acted like a little boy for the gist of both of them, right?
Grunting, Animal 440 said, grunting is sort of comparable to how good of a dancer you are. Maybe, he said.
So when you come out of pirouettes, you're like, get some. You're like, do, get that. Freaking doing a waltz. Snap! Get back here, lady. Snap! What? Vamos! Yeah! Do the freaking salsa. Da, 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 da. Get that! Whoa! Right in the middle of the dance. Stinking up the joint. Like, how would that even make any sense? Take Carl out. Country line dance. Get that! Whoa! Fuck, man. Shit's hideous. There's no relevance for grunting in this. I don't care how good of a tennis player you are. Holy shit. Freaking. Look, go out to eat. We'll start giving restaurant grunts. We'll go out to eat, right? And we'll get a plate of food, and there'll be a packed restaurant. We eat this best dish. You're like, yes! What's up, chef? Vamos! Freaking middle of the cafe.
Oh, man.
Wow. Only in tennis. Freaking get your fork and be like, doing Azarenka, the soup.
Oh, man.
Freak, man. What you need it for?
Oh, man. Let me tell you, I put my kids in mixed martial arts when they were younger, and I can tell you that not even they grunt as loud when they break, wood, boards and stuff like that. I mean, for sure.
Dang.
Monica Seles was the loudest. She was told to hold it once. Yeah, she was bad. It was.
Yeah.
It was bad.
Hate these grunts.
So Layla, you said Sissipas dad needs to stop on court coaching. Yeah, the problem I think also with Sissipas.
This is a good point.
It's the dad. The dad is there.
This is a great
The dad
point.
needs to step out for a bit. I mean, the kid. He's not a kid. He's 21. He's a man.
Let's even expand this. Who said this comment?
Layla.
Okay, Layla. Here's a beautiful comment. I love it. And here's why this is an important thing. Carla, you and I have 5 children, and we coach all of them, including the youngest.
22, even worse.
And we coach all of them, including the 4-year-old that already plays, right?
Mm-hmm.
Now, when we take our children to tournaments and they play in tournaments, or whether we tell them to clean their room or anything else, when they look at us, do they look really happy? We, as their parents, they are conditioned to understand if we're talking to them, it's probably not going to be much more than work or maintain discipline or whatever, right? Mm-hmm. So if you're at a tournament and your parent is behind you and every time you miss a shot you're looking back at you,
that's not good.
And you see your parents' eyes, even if dad's not doing anything, just if you're looking at them, you've spent your whole lives together, you understand there's some hostility there. Mm-hmm. So what you have to do is separate yourself from that because it's negative energy. If I bring my 10-year-old out to serve, or 11 now, Liliana, when I'm teaching her serve, as soon as I even open my mouth, she's pouting within 30 seconds. I can just get the balls out of the car, put the balls on the court, and she make her first serve, just warming up. And she can hit the ball, into the net. And I'll be like, Lily, and she'll be like, freak out. Why? Because I'm her dad. So if she was with someone else, she wouldn't do that. So don't you think her lessons would go better if it wasn't me always behind her back or you behind her back? Because as soon as we say hello, the sky is blue, she's like, shut up. Sound like Azarenka, like a pig, right? Mm-hmm. So I get it. The dad there needs to go just to let him be free.
Animal 440 said, no, come on. You know what I mean. Dancing is comparable to what other physical activity?
I was just playing.
Yeah.
Yeah, and your comment gave me the ability to make a dancing in your face comment.
Yeah,
so,
wrist runs
just
loud like she's giving birth or something. Yeah. Djokovic, what can we talk? I know you guys want to talk about Djokovic. Come on, man. He killed a guy. That wasn't even a match. I mean, 6-0, 6-2, 6-3. That wasn't even a match. What is there to talk about that?
I think Djokovic felt bad for him after the. I think Djokovic felt bad for him after the bagel and said, "Man, I got 7 figures in the bank, and I can give this kid a couple of games. Let's just go ahead and
I didn't watch that match. They hit it. Did he hit a tweener, David? I didn't watch that. Novak stormed through the sky today like Superman through revolving door.
Yeah.
Well, good sentence there, Alex.
Look, we have the ability to watch the matches, but they're just because of the hurricane, it's unlivable, so we don't want to spend too much time in here. We saw it get to 4-0.
So was that tweener?
We saw it get to 4-0, and we were like, okay, we've had enough.
Yeah, I know who Mikael Mayer. Yeah, I've seen him play before, but he ran. I mean, he went right through him like nothing. He was done quick. I don't think he even got to warm up, honestly.
So Djokovic next would have Berankis. Okay, I did watch Berankis play. I've mentioned this before. 2000 Open, 2007 U.S. Open final against Jerzy Janowicz in New York. But neither here nor there. Djokovic is going to destroy Berankis, and then he's going to get the matchup of probably or Sandgren or Galan.
Can you believe Sanger won that match? She beat her catch. What the hell's going on with her catch?
I don't know.
Her catch, man. We were all talking about it last year, and this year, psh.
Yeah, and
sucky year.
And Galan is a lucky loser, by the way. No disrespect there. Has a lucky loser ever won a major?
No.
Has a lucky loser
a wild card has, but not a lucky
loser?
Well,
wild card I can understand. So
which was Goran Ivanisevic.
Yeah, but besides Tennis Sandgren and Karen Khachanov, that's really all Djokovic has looking in getting into the quarterfinals.
Yeah, like we said,
and then
much of a challenge.
And then from that point on, I mean, okay, you got a Carreno Busta in there, not as really good surface. Struff, Altmaier, Harris, Berrettini, okay. I mean, in my opinion, the top half of the draw is wrapped up. Do you know what I'm saying? I mean, we can talk about it.
We talked about Schwartzman yesterday.
I mean, Lajovic, good for him. He won today. I know that there was another Serbian player, a young one, that played Milojevic.
Mm-hmm.
So I didn't realize that they had already played Krajinovic and Milojevic. I hate to see a small country with two players from the same country facing each other in the first round.
But it happens.
It does happen, but I think it's crappy. I mean, here's this little country. They got top 100 in the world, or in a field of 128, and they're here, and then you square them off in the first round. I just think that's kind of shitty.
It is. There was a match I wanted to talk about, and now I can't find it. Rublev, Davidovich. Okay, Anderson beat Jiri. Jiri too is another one.
Yeah,
that kind of disappeared, man.
Yeah, Laszlo Jiri, and he does really well on clay. Didn't Laszlo?
I can't believe Anderson beat him. He kind of disappeared. Like him and Felix has such a good clay season. All of a sudden this year.
Yeah, you just said it. Wasn't it last year was it Acapulco at the early clay court swing? Was it Acapulco or like Cancun, somewhere in Mexico, where Jiri and...
It was in Brazil.
Was it Brazil? Yeah, I remember South American swing, or whatever they call it, last year. And who won that? Didn't Jiri win it and beat
Felix.
Alex in the final?
Yeah.
Great knowledge job right there.
I can't believe another one. This was another one. This guy, ever since he supposedly hit his wife or ex-wife, his career has just gone down to shit.
Bashashvili?
Yeah, he goes out. Unbelievable.
Yeah, I don't know if
this guy hasn't been able to win one round.
I don't know if I would correlate those two together. It could be.
It could be. Definitely it is. Come on, we talked about this, and tennis is so mental. It's not even physically. If your head is not in there and you're dealing with stressful things in life, it's like me. I didn't want to hit a tennis ball. Yesterday was the first day I hit a tennis ball.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? If you don't want to do it, you're not there. You're not going to win.
Bashashvili is very much...
Did he hit his wife? That's why I said supposedly. They're going through a divorce. You know how divorces are. People say things. We don't know. I don't know. Nobody knows.
Nobody knows.
They know.
But just like, Azarenka has had her recent off-court private issues, and Bashashvili had his own issues. Who knows if it's true or not? Doesn't really matter. I mean, he's an athlete. That's the moral of the story here. But supposedly there was an altercation. Whatever.
David said Bash looks like he's on crystal meth. Yeah, he looks bad.
He doesn't look good.
Them telling you the stress is killing him.
Yeah.
Like today, I had one of my students said, "Did you lose a lot of weight?" I'm like, "Yeah, stress does that to you."
They said you lost weight?
Yeah, she's like, "You look like you lost a lot of weight," and I did. I mean, I did. I lost like 6 pounds, like in a week. So. Yeah, I mean, stress does that to you. And can you imagine?
Well, you found out you had cancer, and then you had to wait 7 days for them to find out it was a mistake.
It was a mistake,
so right. You had 7 days of not eating because you thought you were going to die.
Well, I mean, I'm just saying, can you imagine this guy? He's probably paying a lot of bills, lawyer bills, her bills, the kids involved. I mean, there's a lot going on for him. So I don't even know why he's playing tennis. Probably trying to make money, but still, you're not going to win like that. Just saying.
No, and and off-court issues. It's the same reason why. Carla and I always say, if we see, some, tennis player, young tennis player, and all of a sudden they're in swimsuit shoots and modeling, clothes here and there, or, throwing thongs on and putting it on their social media platforms, we always say it's over. I mean, look at Bouchard. Now, she's had a great resurgence now, I think.
Yeah, she looks stronger.
She looks a little stronger.
She doesn't look so thinned out. I mean, because if you want to be a model, you don't eat.
Don't eat. Don't eat.
Don't eat. If you want to be an athlete, eat.
Yeah, I mean, if that's what you want to do, then great for you. Choose that as your career path. But the same reason why I think vintage Azarenka, 2005, 6, 7, whatever, was better than the Azarenka now is for the same difference. The vintage Azarenka was electric, built like you, Carla, just stout, ready to go. Still squealed like hell, but nonetheless, and now she's just so thinned down, I don't like her chances for winning a major simply based upon that. And she never even modeled. She just went through stresses.
Stress does that to you.
That are the same thing as dealing with model shoots. You know what I'm saying? So anything off court that's stressful and takes you out of the zone.
Mitrovic says, negative. Small country, but in late 2011, he was the first in men's and women's competition at the same time. And also in doubles, Simonjic and Nestor, who is origin from Serbia. Nestorovic. Okay, I mean, I know Bashashvili was, he's from Georgia, right?
Georgian player, yeah.
Okay, Alexander Krunic, where is she? I don't know. Can't tell you. Bouchard has a great team around now and looks in very shape. Yeah, she does. She looks stronger. Better, yeah. She looks like a tennis player.
And you notice you don't see as many pictures of her circulating. The past, she made the Wimbledon final in what year? 2014? She made a Wimbledon final in 2014. She got killed. Then she get killed by either Serena or Lazicki. Who was it?
Lazicki never won a Grand Slam.
Kerber?
I don't remember.
Anyway, it doesn't matter. She made a Wimbledon final and lost, and she got destroyed in that final, if I remember.
Mm-hmm.
From that point forward, she was on the first person that sold her out, in my opinion, was the cover of Tennis Magazine. Do you remember the first Tennis Magazine
Petra.
cover?
Michael Walker says Petra.
Kvitova. Good call. Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
So, but from that point forward, even the own USTA periodical, Tennis, put her on the cover in like some dress, a really tight dress, and had her leg kicked up, and her butt was sticking out. And that's what threw me. I'm like, here's the USTA, and I get she's a Canadian player, whatever, but okay,
I liked her when she came out and she was winning in the beginning. That's when I liked her.
Yeah.
Good knowledge drop. She made the final and 2 semis that year. Good job, Mariti.
Yeah,
I liked
exactly.
her, and then all of a sudden I'm like, what the hell is going on?
Well, you can tell when a girl starts doing more modeling and paying attention to leaning themselves down by their legs. And I'm just telling you the truth. The quads get thinner. The calves get skinnier. They tone down. Look at Azarenka. Look at vintage Azarenka 2006, 7, 8 compared to Azarenka now. Instead of legs being like boom, knee, bang, calves like Carla's legs, they go from that here, they go from looks like I'm sorry, I'm just saying, and if you find me a soccer player or a football player, a European football, American soccer, or a tennis player, they need to have legs, and you can watch those legs shrink when they go into this. Osaka, by the way, for a year after she won her first major, kind of went in this kind of go away. She kind of went away for a few months. She won the Australia to the U.S. Open, and she kind of disappeared for a year and something along those lines. And her legs began to thin down. And where did we see her? She was doing the swimsuit stuff and so forth. And you know what? She found something else to believe in and got out of that and grew up pretty quickly.
Let's talk about the women.
Let's
Stevens, by the way, I just mentioned her because you were talking about it. Stevens in the U.S. Open looked a little bit lost. I was watching her outfit. I don't know. It's usually when it's cold, you can hide more of your problems that you have, but she looked a little bit thinner. She looked a little bit fitter.
Who did?
I don't know that you can get fit in 2 weeks, and it's the outfit.
Sloane?
Yeah, and she looked like she was comfortable and she had no pressure on her.
Yeah, and then we can't forget Sloane Stevens has won this thing. By the way, when
Sloane Stevens never won the French Open. She made it to a final.
She won the U.S. She made the final
and lost to Halep.
And she lost to Halep.
Yeah.
But she's been through deep in this tournament before.
She played well. I watched that match. She went through her.
She played with Dietchenko?
Yeah, Dietchenko. She went through her, and I thought she looked like she slimmed down stronger, but I don't know how that happens in a couple weeks. I don't know. Diet?
Now, we have not seen her with the chocolate milk sponsors recently. So
I know. My daughter always brings that up. My 8-year-old, she says, Dad, do you want me to drink chocolate milk? Chocolate milk might help me play tennis better. Even she makes fun of it.
Yeah. For quite a while, the past 2 years prior to now, I haven't seen it in a while, but Sloane Stevens, I love her. She's a beautiful girl. Oh, she does really well. I've always been a fan of her. Very ladylike, but nonetheless,
Alex Couillard said it's about the white milk.
So,
oh my God.
No, but chocolate milk is a highly fattening drink.
It's bad for you. You don't even drink milk when you play tennis.
It's a highly fattening drink. It's got protein in it. I understand that, but it's also just laden with chocolate syrup. So you get a glass of milk and you triple. But again, I love Sloane Stevens. This is the knock on the chocolate milk thing. So she obviously had a sponsorship to do for it, and the commercial here in the U.S. would always be like Sloane Stevens coming out of the locker room.
Chocolate milk or Red Bull?
Coming.
Alex Couillard said chocolate milk or Red Bull?
Yeah.
No, neither.
So it's showing Sloane Stevens, like, I can't remember, but she's like all sweaty. She's got a racket. She's like working out. She's slugging chocolate milk at the same time. Just doesn't really work.
Layla said chocolate milk is all sugar. Goodbye, athletics. Hello, diabetes.
Yes.
Oh my gosh.
Yes, that was hilarious.
Layla says Steven was moving her feet and looking interested in tennis for the first time in a while. We'll talk about Lars, since you mentioned her. Clara Towson from Denmark, who won her first Grand Slam against Brady today, saved 4 match points in the third and rallied from 2-4 behind to win that set. Great match for this young girl. She looks like Wozniacki a bit,
I think she really said she was a fan of Wozniacki.
Yeah, well, she's from the same country. Again, why I didn't pick Brady? I said to you guys at the U.S. Open that Brady will never make another semifinal. And you guys bashed me on this. And I said, watch, this girl will never make another semifinal.
She will.
Okay.
No, again.
Remember that.
Pete Sampras didn't make, well, I think he made a couple semifinals. But, some of the greatest players of all time could never get really far at the French. I'm not saying she's the greatest player of all time. I'm just saying I think she...
Pete Sampras drank Coke. You think he really drank Coca-Cola or Coke?
Maybe.
Michael Walker. Sometimes I wonder if these guys are even drinking it or just advertising it. I mean, we know John McEnroe, Bjorn Borg, they were doing the beer and all the coke and all that stuff. They were doing it for real.
I would take
smoking the cigarettes.
I would take Michael Walker's word for that. I know sometimes there's the containers and it may not be what it is they're drinking in the container, but Michael Walker's been a student of the game.
He is definitely a student of the game.
He's a student of the game, so I'm sure that's not hearsay. I'll take his word for it.
Adamore 440 says, if you have a mojo and you lose it, difficult to get it back, especially if you get a 9 iron upside your head.
Who gets the 9 iron though?
Who are you talking about? Could it be that he's talking about Bouchard that fell?
Did she get a 9 iron upside her
I
head?
don't know.
I can't remember 9 iron up that.
Clara plays Collins next. Yes, that's gonna be a grunting fest for Collins because she grunts loud too. I mean, good for this young girl. I mean, someone said here she hits harder than Wozniacki. I think anybody hits harder than Wozniacki.
Collins is feisty too,
Mm-hmm.
and Collins has been around the block. If you had to choose, I would like to see the young girl win for the story, right?
Mm-hmm.
Heartwarming story. Give Wozniacki some shout outs. I think the young girl said that she was a fan of Wozniacki and emulated her.
Mm-hmm.
But I think Collins is going to beat her 3-3. You know what I mean?
You think so?
I think and who am I to say that? And Collins has had her ups and downs for sure, but she's older, and I get so was her first round opponent. But I think Collins will wrap this up 3-3, 3-4, maybe 3-3. Couple of breaks, and I think it's over.
So I'm watching Tsitsipas 5-3.
He's up.
But Munar is serving. So it could be 5-4 him serving. Is Collins that cocky American? Yes,
Yeah.
yes, it is. Yes.
So Daniel Collins
I guess he
actually.
wore his dead cat on his head.
Yeah, his hair. Yeah. So look, Daniel Collins actually initially went to the University of Florida to play college tennis. Not that playing college tennis in the U.S. has anything to do with you being a good college or a good pro player, because obviously it doesn't happen, a lot these days. But then she went to the University of Virginia, did really well there, and started in the pros. Since then, Danielle Collins had a really deep run at the U.S. Open one year. Didn't she make like a quarterfinal or a semifinal?
Something like that. She had quite a few runs. Australian Open too.
Yeah. So she's been around the block. I don't think that this young girl, I think she's 17. This young girl is going to match up very well against Collins. As long as Collins doesn't get too bitchy, because she can bitch. She's like Kennen. She gets snappy out there.
Mm-hmm.
She can be a real bitch out there on the court. Seriously, and I'm not terming a lady that. I'm just when we coach other people, we're like, you don't want to go out there and act like a snoot or a snob or bitchy out there. You want to look like a sportsman. And sometimes Collins can look very snooty. Let's just put it that way. But I don't think that the 17-year-old will win another match. I think Collins ends it.
So Jabeur, you guys are asking me about Jabeur. I mean, she had a battle, 3 sets. Ajinkaya says, I would like for Ons Jabeur to make it big for the story for how many players in Africa.
I agree. Tunisian. I think is she the only person?
I mean, she's going to face Hebino
She
next, so
that.
she has a good shot. Sabalenka hasn't played yet. Kazakina's playing right now, and she's up. So, I mean, she's got a good shot here to go far.
Is Jabeur the only female, or for that matter, well, no, because I can name some male ones.
Where's she from?
She's from Tunisia.
Okay.
So that would, I was going to say male or female player now on tour, but Kevin Anderson's from South Africa. There's multiple other ones. There's one Egyptian girl, actually. Isn't there an Egyptian girl that won today? Something Sharif. Did you write that down?
Sharif. She lost.
I thought she won.
She beat Pliskova, beat her. Sharif.
She was an Egyptian player? Yeah, well, she qualified. She won qualifying, so lost her first round.
What's up, Nicolat? You're not doing so well on your fantasy group there, buddy.
We're going to talk about it at the end.
Yeah.
I will do a fantasy team update at the end, because a lot of people don't play it, so they don't want to get burnt on that. Her cog, by the way, her cog.
By the way, great promotion of White Tech Strings, you guys. Oh, what's up, Mark Daly?
Oh.
Yeah, it's chilly, and we said, why not wear the White Tech jackets?
Yeah. We can't turn anything on in the house. We got some lights because we flipped the breaker on, but we can't really go outside of here, and it's kind of chilly today, so we threw on our jackets.
Yeah, they look good, I must say.
Yeah.
I want the red one, but it's too big for me, so.
It's a large.
Yeah.
All right, we'll win the fantasy team competition, and then we'll talk about jackets for the Australian Open. We gave out our last jacket on the last one. So
Did we?
We gave out our last extra large Last one, yeah. Jacket wise. I'll get some new jackets for the fall. I have to get Ivor Savage in on that. Let's go.
Just got Quadro Twist in stock. Yeah, we don't have our stuff here because it'll get mold.
Yeah, I took all of the strings off of the wall because the mold that's growing, it was getting all over. Like it was starting a film. So I got all my strings out. I got my stringing machine out, and once this house gets fixed, by the way, and the ETA, as we're told, and we'll know more tomorrow, but the estimated time of completion that will be ETC on the house is like 2 months. So here's the deal. When the house gets fixed, all this stuff is gonna get out. So I'm gonna put new stuff on the walls. Okay. So what do we put? Do we put like pictures? We put tennis rackets. Because people have mentioned over the past year or so, hey, change your background, keep it fresh every now and then maybe go back to it. But we'll change it. But what should we put back there? But we have to wait 2 months until the house gets fixed because all this stuff is going to get thrown out because it's all molded from the hurricane. All the posters are molded.
So 2 months means 4 months? Well, the contractor lives here, Michael Walker. He lives in the island, which is a good thing. So he's going to be here every day. And plus, we're going to make sure like the insurance guy sees the kids and everything so we can get the stuff moving.
Yeah, we're gonna like make sure the kids are here. Yeah, definitely.
Serbian flag. We can put a Serbian flag, an American flag.
You guys can do that.
You guys can send me souvenirs.
Just send me the flag.
Send me souvenirs and stuff. I'll put them up of what you'd like up. We could do that. I mean, sure.
Because once the work starts on the house, anything that you see that's in here. Now there's a picture. That's my little sister or my older sister down there that's taking that tennis lesson when she was 6, and then I have one back there. I'm gonna keep those and clean them off, but. All these paper things and these rackets have collected mold, and the only reason why I'm leaving them there so the insurance sees them. All those rackets have either like Amelie Maresmo's.
Match points, Sissipas.
Yeah. So anyway, enough about
wins.
that. But we'll put something
wins.
up.
Yeah, and by the way, Michael Walker, it's actually cold here. The temperature dropped. So.
Yeah, I got to like 70.
60s. When I woke up in the morning, it was 60. So it's cool, but the only problem is that it's windy, so it makes it even cooler, and the mosquitoes are terrible right now. How are you recovering? Mark's asking, we're just living it day by day. Tomorrow we'll know a lot more and decide what we're going to do.
Right now the ETA is to continue to bounce around different places in a sense with the 4 kids. We have 5, but the oldest one's in college already.
Thank God.
But we'll continue to do what we can do for the next 2 to hopefully not 4 months, as Michael Walker said. And
no surgery? So far,
yeah. So my arm, again, they're letting it heal. It looked decent last visit, so I haven't been cleared to do anything outside of light, wrist movements and stuff like that. But it looks like it's healing, so hopefully no surgery there. But we'll see. That's no big deal. I can handle injuries.
All right, let's talk about what's the next match. Gorgas takes out wrist, so we will no longer, our ears will be saved.
Thank goodness.
We will no longer have to hear the shrieks. Stevens will face Badosa, which is a good match. I think Pliskova is going to have a really tough match.
She
Ostapenko.
will.
Ostapenko is going to be tough. She beats the American Brengel. Hey, what's up, Nas Kutak? That's going to be a tough match. Another one. Cornet wins last night. We didn't get to talk about that. Cannon moves through. Any exciting matches that we see?
Shuai Zhang, watch out for her in there. Don't write off Shuai Zhang. Shuai Zhang just went right through Madison Keys. Shuai Zhang, is going to face the French girl Cornet, but I think Shuai Zhang, you might see her in the 3rd round.
I'm trying to see if there's any interesting matches for tomorrow. Anything else we want to talk about, or?
All right, look. So again, this came out in 2 parts. Very sorry about that. Where we live, again, it was just compromised by a hurricane. But even before that, the internet connection was rough. So this was 2 parts. So if you're just seeing this now, there is a first part that you can watch. So sorry about that. It's embarrassing, honestly. I wish we could do more about that, and we've tried. Really, we've tried, but for some reason, my phone or the internet, whatever, it just cuts off. So very sorry about that. But fantasy teams. So for every one of these majors, we always do a fantasy team competition where 2 people win the same prizes, and then we do a tennis racket giveaway where we get a racket that Carla or I have used to demo or to test strings on. Some of the Y-Tech strings that we test, we'll do that on a racket, and then we'll give it away to you. You must win it. So real quickly, I'm going to start with the tennis racket giveaway information. There was, how many? Was it 19? was it 19 people?
Well, yeah, I think Dushan was helping us with
19.
this, but mine wasn't. Yeah, there.
All right, so there was 19 people, and here's the thing: is we have a tennis racket to give away pretty much every major, and I don't think we've ever deviated from that. Sometimes people don't win it, but so a lot of you have. Matt Cain was our last winner, won a Wilson Burn 100S. I sent it to London, and he sent a picture or a video of him hitting against the wall with it not long after that. So if you're subscribed to the channel, then that's the only thing you have to do to qualify for it. So just subscribe. And then, if you want a racket and don't even play, think about it. You could just sell it on eBay and put money in your pocket. I mean, so the racket's not some $5 deal. I mean, the setup we're giving away here is what? $220 setup with some scratches, I mean, for free. And all you have to do is put your men's finalists, your women's finalists that you think that will get there, and the winners. And then you qualify to win it. So it's shocking to me that there's only ever 19 people that
I
play that.
think most people get tired of, they don't want to go through the whole work.
I mean, damn, if someone told me, hey, I'll give you something worth $200 if you just throw 3 names or 4 names on that and hit a subscribe button, I think I would just do it.
The Yonex racket is worth more. This one's worth less. But
it's still it's a Dunlop Strixon Revo 2.0 that Kevin Anderson used, the same stick he used for all of last year. Yeah. It's the same racket with a 4 1/4 grip. Mm-hmm. It's a very nice racket. Anyway, it just makes no sense to me. Anyway, but for the fantasy teams, everyone for the fantasy teams did absolutely awful. I mean, really bad. Okay? This would be the worst performance by the 19 people that played this I've ever seen in my entire life, including myself. And, well, Carla actually did pretty well. But let me tell you,
win my prize, so.
Let me tell you what. If Gene Swart, is Gene Swart still out there?
Gene, are you out there, buddy?
Gene, you had the most awful picks after day 1 I think I've ever seen. He lost 6 of his 8 women and 3 of his men, and still has Gergis to play. Wow. I think we would be safe to go ahead and tear his she out.
Yeah.
All right. This guy 1000 out there. I've seen better too here, bro. He lost 8 people. 8 people is a lot to lose in round 1 because that only leaves you with 8. There's a lot of people with like 15 left or 14. So
Alex Couillard said Jerome did the KK sign. Just saw the video. He's gonna get in trouble.
Yeah, he should get in trouble for that, and someone should ask him how in the hell.
Send me the link. Send me the link, Alex Couillard.
You have to ask yourself, how in the hell does that make any sense when your name is Spanish sounding?
You're in the USA, idiot. Come on, man.
Doesn't he have like dark hair and brown eyes?
From the USA.
But isn't his name Marcus Giron? Mm-hmm. Does that sound like John Smith to you? How does that make any sense? It sounds like he's trying to fit in, but I think it's probably some sign that he probably made it with his boy. Look, if he's
stop making excuses.
I'm not, but if he's that stupid,
people are stupid.
He's an idiot because his name's Marcus Giron.
Who gives a shit? People do dumbass stuff.
That makes no sense. That would be like me going to Somalia and saying I'm from here, but my name is Robert Harper.
David, why are you asking me this question? Quick question. Who's the hottest girl in the top 20 right now? I don't know. Why are you asking me this?
That's a good question.
Does it make you feel better?
It's a good question.
I don't know. You can't even think the top 20.
I can.
Okay, so we got Osaka. No.
Svitolina,
no.
Muguruza.
You don't. No, brother.
All right, let's top it out here. Here we go.
Okay, rankings.
Sabalenka.
WTA rankings. Here we go.
Rybakina.
Barty, no. Halep, no. Osaka, no. Pliskova, no. Silvina, no.
Pliskova.
No. Come on. Zombie, Mummy.
All right, keep going.
Sorribes Torma, no. Kasakina, no. Urbino, no. Bagu, no. Kapanich, no. I'm sorry. I'm going way down. No, let me go. Andrescu, not even playing, no. Kenin, no. Bertens, no. Serena, no. Benchik, no. Kvitova, no. Sabalenka, no. Konta, no. Azarenka, no. Muguruza, I wouldn't claim as hot. Keys, no. Martic, no. Rybakina, I don't remember how she looks. Vondrushova, no. Mertens, no. So my answer would be none.
Wow. Look, I don't care. I like Pliskova. I have a Pliskova crush, so I'm taking my girl.
I'm
Pliskova.
sorry, I have to be honest. And I'm a girl. I mean,
I'm taking Pliskova.
No. There's no hot girls there. No.
I like Pliskova. I like Muguruza.
Marty said we're gonna pretend Bouchard is in the top 20, but she's not even hot.
Monica Puig should be in that top 20.
Barty Party is the hottest. Who's the most handsome man in the top 20? Oh my God!
All right, we gonna do that one too.
Okay, let's go through the list. ATP rankings. Okay, let's see. All right, here we go. All right, Novak, no. Nadal, no. Tien, no. Federer, no. Medvedev, no. Tsitsipas, okay. Zverev, some people would say. Berrettini, definitely no. Monfils, no. Batista Gu, no. Shapovalov, girl, some little girl might think so. Rublev, no. Goffin, no. Diego Schwartzman, no. Fognini, some older women maybe would think so. Khachanov, yeah. Wawrinka, definitely no. Karina Busta, no. Garing, no. And Dimitrov, well, I think some girls would think so.
There you go. We should start a show. Freaking hottest top 20 and do a weekly top 20.
I don't like Fognini.
No.
I can tell you, Alex M. Fognini would be the type of guy that I would avoid at all costs. He's your typical macho guy, and I hate that.
No. Okay, some people would think no. Some old lady might think no. Well, some
let
young
me tell
girl
you,
might.
there was a movie. You know the funny guy, History. He used to make all those funny movies. They used to grab a whole bunch of movies and they.
The guy from Blazing Saddles. What was his name? The guy that wrote Blazing Saddles. You know, the witty movies. Come on. What's his name? Shell not blah. Anyway.
Anyways, in the movie, there's something called History of something. It's an old movie, and the girl is singing and picking the guys. No, yes, no, yes, no. That's all I felt.
Yeah,
like
what was that? Mel Brooks.
Mel Brooks, yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, come on, Tsitsipas has to be in that list. He is a good-looking dude. You got to give him that. Fognini, he's just not. He's got a beer belly. I agree with you.
Yeah, he's got the little pot going.
George is saying, I'm cruel. I'm not cruel. Mateo? Hell no. I don't like hairy guys.
All right, real quickly, back.
History of the World Part 2. Exactly my
great
point.
movie
and
right
she's
there.
Going, yes, no. That's what, yeah.
Yeah. So look, by the way, there's a couple people out there I'm just going to mention for the fantasy team things. Team Groves, who actually picked Bublik on his team, is up in the 20-point range. Vicelis, I don't know if that's a screen name, but he's up there like 20 points plus. Peter Dickstry and Kenneth Chow are at around 20 points. So look, if you lost like 9 players in the first round, you have no shot. Because, and Carla's still up there. Carla still has a lot left. But if you lost like 8 players today, we're going to remove the names. Now look, I do have to send a shout out to Dusan Dramakanin. And by the way, he is in Slovenia. Right? Or Slovakia? Slovenia. And he has taken ownership of this. So for 2 years, we spent a lot of time writing these down, and he came up with how you do it. I don't even know how, but he figured it out on a computerized kind of platform. So hopefully he accepts this. Time is money. I've offered to pay him. So Dushan, I know you've been talking with Carla personally on her email, which if you want to send us an email personally, it's just 5ktennis@mail.com, 5ktennis@mail.com. But people will communicate with Carla there, send pictures, whatever. Stefan Izevich is another one that does that. And I know Michael Walker and B-Dog and Wayne Chia, and the list goes on. But anyway, the spreadsheet he sends to her, and it keeps up with it as the scores get done, they're somehow kept up with, and I don't have to do this. So if you see this, Dushan, please let Carla know if you have a PayPal account or a Venmo account or some other type of thing. I can like zip you like $20 or $30 or something because it's worth that to me. So just saying. But again, there's going to be a lot of names removed in the next day or two because in the first round, if you lost 8 players, guys, you have no shot. All right.
Now, as for David, you asking me your list. There's a difference between hot, pretty, elegant, beautiful. Same for a guy. Like some guys are good looking. I actually think Novak Djokovic is a good looking. He's handsome. So, I don't think he's hot.
Can I give you a good example of the difference between the two? Mm-hmm. Okay, so let's say you have Ana Ivanovic, the Serbian player. Mm-hmm. Gorgeous, beautiful.
Right.
Just one of the most elegant, beautiful women that I've ever seen.
Fritz is good looking.
Okay. On the other hand, you have someone like Gabriella Sabatini. She's beautiful. She's wonderful, but she's a more stronger appearance. You know, she is more a complete package. Whereas, you know, if you could make Ana Ivanovic better, you would give her Carla's muscles, right? So Ana Ivanovic with Carla's muscles
now looks like someone sucked everything out of her. She looks older.
But in her prime.
She was beautiful, gorgeous, but now she looks like her age. She didn't age well.
And okay, so let's talk about another girl, like Sabine Lisicki. has the cream of the crop tennis. If you had a video game and you could build the tennis player's body to perfection for a female tennis player, that's nothing to do about blah blah blah. I'm just saying for a tennis player's package in a female body. You would look at Sabine Lisicki and her prime, just a brick house built like Carla.
Yeah,
the same
but
thing.
I don't think you're getting it. Hot is someone like.
That's what I'm saying.
Hot,
but she's not hot.
Hot with someone like Burditch. You're like, damn.
Yeah.
He walked by you. You're like, wow. That's the difference between hot. Novak Djokovic. You said he's a handsome fella. You know, that's just a difference. It's a big difference.
There's a difference between super hot and then like, wow, that's he's a
good-looking dude.
It's just different.
Like you look at Federer, you could say, okay, he's
handsome,
he's
well distinguished, but he's not hot.
He's not hot, exactly.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And Dimitrov, I guess girls look at him like, oh, even though I thought he was an idiot, but yeah.
It's because he was always trying to be Federer.
Yeah.
He never became.
Hot means sexy, exactly.
Yeah.
Michael Walker. Last one you had the Victoria's Secret girls, and you're like, that's hot. You know?
Like Tyra Banks and her.
You're like, that's hot. Whoa, exactly.
Like,
there's a big difference. So.
Yeah, so it's different. The strong girl, beautiful woman is one thing, but hot, like damn, like a looker, Tyra Banks, prime, Victoria's Secret. Really something else, but yeah.
And that's what Kornikova made the difference. You don't think so, but Kornikova was hot.
Yeah.
That's the difference. Like you couldn't take your eyes off of her.
And I think Kornikova finally realized that her hotness was better than her tennis, and she chose that path. But for all the young girl tennis players out there that win a tournament or something, they get offered all these swimsuit shows and so forth on a smaller scale. They have to understand that they're probably not as hot as they think they may be.
I mean, there's a million girls on Instagram.
Yeah.
You see them in the bathing suit, and you're like, whoa, and I even have to say, whoa.
Whoa.
There's a big difference there.
Yeah, I mean, you go to like some of these young girls that have these Instagram channels in like Brazil, and they're on the beach, and you're looking at them, and you're like, damn, and there's like thousands of them. You have to realize that these tennis players, when they do it, are seeking attention in a way, and
that's just cute.
And that's taking away from training time, and ultimately that spells a bad thing in tennis.
Good looking can come in a million different ways. Again, it's how some of you guys, it's how you carry yourself.
Yeah.
There are some ugly people that carry themselves well, and you might think they're good looking.
How you play the game.
Exactly.
All right, guys. Much love. Take care. We will see you tomorrow. Very sorry for my phone cutting off. Maybe in the next life we'll have that figured out a little bit better. But for now, lo siento. So sorry.
Adios.
Take care. See ya.